Hello, fellow travelers. Today, I invite you on a journey unlike any other, a journey that takes us beneath the surface into the hidden veins of America. Today, we're not climbing a mountain or sailing a sea. Instead, we're going down, deep beneath America's busy streets, where a whole other world waits to be discovered. Under the skyscrapers and traffic lies a secret world, forgotten cities, hidden tunnels, and lost communities that once thrived in the darkness below. Most people walk right over them, never knowing the history just below their feet. Every step above is a step over stories untold and mysteries unsolved. These aren't fantasy, they're real pieces of our past, waiting to be rediscovered by those curious enough to look. The most profound travel experiences often come from looking where others don't. Today, that means looking down, into the depths where history lingers. Imagine a city beneath your city, a place where people once lived, worked, and dreamed, all without sunlight. Life thrived here, hidden from the world above. Across the U.S., from the Pacific Northwest to the Midwest, these subterranean worlds exist, each with its own unique story and secrets. Born from necessity, floods, fires, and progress, they're like time capsules, preserving moments and memories from long ago. You can feel the history in the cool air and see stories etched into old brick walls. Every mark, every stone, whispers of the past. This is a journey into the shadows, and I invite you to come along. Together, we'll uncover what time is hidden away. It's not just about old basements, it's about understanding a different way of life, one shaped by necessity, ingenuity, and survival. We'll walk through tunnels that once bustled with activity and see storefronts dark for a century, imagining the lives that once filled these spaces. This is a side of America you won't find in guidebooks. Gritty, mysterious, and endlessly fascinating, full of stories waiting to be told. Sometimes you have to search for history in unexpected places. The greatest discoveries are often hidden in plain sight, so grab your flashlight and sense of adventure. Prepare to see the world from a whole new perspective. We're about to peel back the pavement and uncover the secrets beneath, revealing layers of history few have witnessed. Are you ready? Let's step off the beaten path and descend into the forgotten heart of America, where every corner holds a new surprise. It's an experience you won't soon forget, one that will change the way you see the world above and below. So what exactly are these mysterious underground cities that lie beneath our feet? They're not futuristic metropolises, but rather the original ground floors of cities that have been built over time. Imagine it as a layer cake of history, each layer representing a different era. The story often begins with a problem. Cities like Seattle and Portland were constructed on unstable, muddy ground, while Sacramento faced devastating floods that threatened its very existence. The ingenious solution? Raise the city, quite literally to escape the challenges below. Engineers built sturdy retaining walls, filled the gaps with dirt, and constructed new, elevated streets above the old ones. The old sidewalks and storefronts were transformed into underground passages, a hidden city beneath the bustling new one. For a time, life continued below ground. Shopkeepers adapted ingeniously, using ladders to reach their old entrances and continue their trade. It was a peculiar, two-tiered world, an orderly city above and a shadowy, mysterious world below. Downstairs, storage rooms, workshops, and sometimes less savory activities thrived, hidden from the public eye. Over time, these spaces were forgotten. Entrances were sealed and tunnels were left abandoned, shrouded in mystery. They became the stuff of local legends, ghost stories whispered by adventurous kids daring each other to explore. For decades, these sites were ignored, hidden right under everyone's feet, out of sight and out of mind. Only when curious historians and dedicated preservationists began exploring did these forgotten cities re-emerge into the light. Now they offer us a direct, unfiltered glimpse into the past, a time capsule preserved by the passage of time. They're like accidental museums, preserved by neglect and the layers of history above them. And they're waiting for us to explore, to uncover the stories and secrets they hold. These underground spaces echo with the lives and stories of those who once worked and lived there, their presence still felt in the shadows. Imagine being a shopkeeper in the bustling 1890s. Your vibrant storefront suddenly opens onto a mysterious, dark passageway below. Many adapted to this unique setting, guiding curious customers down rickety stairs to continue their business ventures below ground. You can almost hear the lively conversations, the clatter of goods being exchanged, and the echoing footsteps on the creaky plank sidewalks. The underground also became a secret haven for hidden saloons, gambling dens, and opium parlors. Gritty stories that add layers of intrigue and mystery. It was a refuge for people on the margins, those seeking fortune or simply trying to get by in a challenging world. Today, a new generation keeps these fascinating stories alive. Tour guides, historians, and dedicated preservationists. I met a passionate Seattle guide whose grandfather shared tales of the city beneath the city. Now she leads tours through those very same tunnels. For her, it's a heartfelt mission to keep these captivating stories from being forgotten by time. These modern guardians see themselves as caretakers of history, diligently clearing debris and making spaces safe while preserving their unique character. When you take a tour, you're not just hearing a script, you're experiencing stories passed down through generations, each with its own life. Their deep respect for the past is truly contagious, spreading to all who listen. You start to feel it too, the connection to history growing stronger with each step. The underground comes alive with every story told, each artifact whispering tales of the past. And you become part of that living history, a link in the chain of stories that continue to unfold. Walking through these underground cities is surreal. You step off a normal street, descend stairs, and suddenly you're in another era. The air cools, city sounds fade, and you stand on an old sidewalk facing original storefronts. Ornate brickwork, arched doorways, and purple glass pavement lights hint at the past. Tunnels connect building basements, forming a hidden network. You'll spot faded ads, old bank vaults, and remnants of hotel lobbies. Peer into a tailor's shop, imagine the whir of sewing machines, or see where a saloon once stood. Each object, a child's toy, a tattered newspaper, makes history personal. In untouched corners, you see raw history marks from retaining walls, original wooden supports. It's in these quiet, dark spaces that the weight of the past is most palpable. You can almost hear the whispers of those who once called this world home. The great news? You can visit many of these underground cities today. Thanks to local historians and entrepreneurs, these worlds are open to the public. The most famous is Seattle Underground. Tours through Pioneer Square reveal old sidewalks and storefronts left after the Great Fire of 1889. Guides mix humor with history, making it a must-do in Seattle. In California, Old Sacramento Underground tells the story of gold rush floods and the city's dramatic elevation. Walk through hollow sidewalks, see exposed foundations, and marvel at the engineering. In Indianapolis, the catacombs beneath City Market are a network of brick arches once used as a massive cellar. While public tours are limited, they offer a unique glimpse into the city's commercial past. Portland's Shanghai tunnels have a mysterious reputation, with tales of secret passages and illicit trade. Whether legend or fact, the tours reveal the city's gritty port history. No matter where you go, you're stepping directly into the story. It's history you can touch. These underground cities are more than quirky attractions. They're buried pages of American history. They tell stories of resilience and ingenuity. Raising an entire city was a bold, ambitious move. Classic American problem solving. Above ground was the city's public face. Below, the working class and outcasts carved out lives. Exploring these spaces gives us a fuller picture of the past. Not just grand buildings, but ordinary people. These cities are physical records of major events. Seattle's Great Fire, Sacramento's Gold Rush floods. You can touch bricks scorched by fire or see water lines from floods. Preserving and exploring these places honors our heritage. This is grassroots history, messy, real, and immediate. It tells us about engineering, commerce, social struggles, and daily life. Forgetting these places would mean losing a vital chapter of America's story. They're monuments to survival and adaptation, and they remind us of the relentless push toward progress. What's most moving about these places is the human connection you feel. It's not just old bricks, it's sharing space with generations past. You wonder about the woman who ran a bakery here, or the man delivering goods through these tunnels. These weren't famous figures, but ordinary people living extraordinary lives underground. Personal artifacts, a broken teacup, a child's marble, are priceless links to individual stories. They spark empathy and imagination. This was someone's world where they worked, socialized, and lived. Visiting these cities is more than a history lesson. It's an exercise in empathy. You leave with a feeling of connection to the human story. Even in the darkest places, the light of the human spirit shines through. That's what makes these journeys unforgettable. The past feels close, alive, and deeply human, and you carry that connection with you. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to overlook the past. That's why these underground cities matter. They force us to remember where we came from. They're physical reminders that today's world is built on yesterday's foundations. Remembering them is an act of respect for those before us. These places teach lessons about adaptation and resourcefulness, raising a city instead of demolishing it. Preserving them inspires us to solve modern challenges creatively. They add depth and character to our cities, enriching communities and drawing curious travelers. Sharing hidden history strengthens local identity and pride. These tours are good for our souls and our cities. America is a tapestry of hidden histories and forgotten communities. By seeking them out, we gain a more honest understanding of our country. Our journey underground ends here, but I hope you're now curious about what lies beneath your feet. These hidden worlds remind us there's always more to discover. By visiting, we become part of their legacy. If you've enjoyed this adventure, keep exploring with me. Subscribe, follow, and join a community that values authentic stories. Thank you for coming along. Never stop being curious. Happy travels.